Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dearest Geminis where we take a look at what's going on with someone you're not in communication with or the person that broke your heart. Now, if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let's go ahead and get started. Clear messages and guidance for my dearest Geminis, please. For their highest and greatest good. Clear messages and guidance for my Geminis, please, for their highest and greatest good. Okay, so we've got your higher self. All right, so the higher self dismisses the ego and demonstrates gratefulness, joy, and compassion from a place of loving all that is. Disconnecting. So you're in need of a reprieve. Take some much needed time to allow for healing and rejuvenation, and also for this dismissing of the ego, right? I feel like there's a little break here for you Geminis, that a reprieve that's going to change your perspective on this situation or relationship. Spirit's telling you to practice positivity, so be mindful of the tendency towards any negative self-talk and other limiting behaviors that can keep you stagnant and energetically depleted. And be open to receive, Gemini. It is said that when clarity comes, it has been said that clarity comes when the mind is quiet. Let thoughts flow through you, then release them. Okay, interesting energy there for my gems. Let's see how that plays out in this situation. Although I see that, a lot of you, it's important that you do pay attention to what you're thinking about. The thoughts, even the vocabulary that you're using, to practice that positivity while you're in this energy of disconnecting, rejuvenating, connecting with your higher self, and open to receive. I love this. All right, I love that energy. So let's see. And remember, when we pray, it's like when we're asking for, we're asking spirit or our passed on loved ones or our ancestors. And when we meditate, it's like when we receive the answers to those questions, okay? All right, let's go ahead and see what messages come through for my Geminis regarding this person. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands. Wow, that's your person's energy. So this is someone, maybe they've got Aries, Leo, or Sag in their chart. It could be a divine counterpart situation. Let's see. How are they viewing you, Gemini? The King of Pentacles in reverse. So they see that you're not giving to this connection. They might feel, gems, that you're a little bit stubborn. This can also be a little possessive. Maybe some of you are focused on your, like on material stuff, on your career, things like that, but not giving to this connection. And their possible future action is the Hermit card in reverse. So this is Virgo energy. So Virgo energy in its shadow can really be like overcritical, can be harsh, can be judgmental. But I also see that this can indicate that they might be feeling that way, or they may come across that way when they reach out, because the Hermit card is like somebody who has gone within for answers, and it's like they're building up strength and courage to let you know what they've learned, or maybe for closure. We get the Moon card in reverse. So we have Virgo, we have Cancer, Pisces coming through really strong here, Gemini. This person's seeking clarity and guidance about what to do in this situation. Okay, let's clarify. Why is the Four of Wands here for my Geminis? Why is the Four of Wands here for my Geminis? The Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they're definitely, your person is, I wonder if your person has been like overindulging. They're definitely feeling emotionally drained. The Prince of Pentacles, they are moving forward. It's like, I don't know if this is walking away from you or the connection here, Gemini, or is it walking towards you, but they're very slow moving. It's like they're getting their act together. The Nine of Cups in reverse is telling me that, yeah, like they're trying their best, okay, to keep moving forward on the path they've chosen. Now they're viewing you as the King of Pentacles in reverse and the World card. Okay, So the World card is a beautiful energy, but it also indicates an ending. So they may feel like for you it's over. And we get the 10 of Wands. Ooh, yeah. So this person knows, Gemini, that you are very burdened by the ending. And for some of you, by them walking away from you. And I know many of you that you know, you're experiencing that. So I'm sending you so much love and light. But they also know that you carry a lot of burdens. And I do feel this person wishes things were different. And the Hermit card in reverse is their future action is actually showing up randomly. And the 8 of Wands energy in reverse. But you do have to read between the lines of communication here, Gemini. And you also need to protect your energy, because this person, as I said, with that Virgo energy and its shadow aspect, is, you know, overly critical and judgmental. And, you know, they may come to you in that energy, but Spirit's also saying to read between the lines of the messages that they're sending. Okay, and let's see, one more. And we get the 6 of Cups energy in reverse. See, I see there's something here from the past that I don't think they're quite over, or maybe you're not. Okay. And we get the 6 of Wands energy in reverse. Yeah. So there's definitely going to be, I do feel like, it feels like when this person reaches out, there may be some considerable, there may be conflict. There may be a little bit of drama. Like I said, I kind of feel like this person is going to come towards you. I don't know if they're going to say or do something that's quite triggering for you. So just protect your energy. Okay. So I'm asking, what do we need to know about this person that we might not really see or readily see? All right. And we see the past, a prison. Yeah, see, this is what I'm getting, the 6 of Cups energy in reverse. Gemini, this person's still bitter. They're holding a grudge, but at the same time, they're refusing to let go. And I also feel like they're not over something that, I don't know, that you said or you did. Now, maybe some of you, there is something that you know, okay, yeah, this person's angry with me for a reason. For others of you, they're holding on to something and they never told you, they never let it out, and it has built some sort of resentment here. Of course, I could be picking up on your energy too. All right. And that death will come, mortal, finite, and fragile. So I feel like this person, like they're seeing that there has been an ending. Obviously, you know, you're not in communication with this person. Many of you, you're separated from them. I feel they're much more fragile than they might let on, although I do feel they've been working hard towards stability. Some of you, they may have moved back in with family members is what I'm getting. That's not going to be for all of you. And ecstasy, yielding, rapture, and bliss. Okay, so I do feel that for some of my Geminis, you have somebody here on your hands that may overindulge, that may have some unhealthy coping mechanisms. I'm getting that with the 9 of Cups and this ecstasy card. For some of you, you are this person, what you're not seeing, they are working on up-leveling, like changing some bad behaviors. And yeah, I feel this is your energy, Gemini, the anti-hero, maverick, risk taker, rule breaker. I feel like that's something, you know, I feel like you've got that side to you, that dark side to you, Gemini, that they actually really like and they're intrigued by. And it's also your force, your strength. So I feel like, I'm wondering if this person never really told you how much they admired you for that sort of rebellious streak, for all that you know, for the way that you do things. Interesting messages coming through here. All right, let's see what lessons needed or need to be learned from this connection. Let's see what their energy is first. Okay, peace. So I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So you, Gemini, you're dealing with somebody here who holds grudges, and most likely somebody that doesn't have the emotional maturity or the understanding of their, like, or being connected enough to their emotions is what I'm getting. And they hold on to things. They hold on to these grudges. this is something that they are going to struggle with in all their relationships. They may cover that up with humor. Like, this really could be someone, Gemini, who's like, you know, they laugh things off, but really when they need to talk about them or let someone know. So just be aware of that. If you're feeling a little bit confused as to like, why is this person like bitter, or why do they have a grudge, or why did they get so mad at me, or why did they, you know, why did they act that way? It's like this person has like a lot of repressed emotions is what I'm getting. Let's see about your messages. We get worry. So Spirit's telling you, I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome, okay? And I'm sure I have a feeling this person had you worrying quite a bit about where they were, what they were doing, what the relationship status was, probably a bit of ignoring and breadcrumbing, and we get indecision. So Geminis, I say us because I'm a Venusian Gemini, but, you know, indecision can be, you know, our shadow aspect as well, right? And indecision can create more anxiety. So I do see that. So it's a lot of my gems, you know, this person may not have brought out the best in you, or you always sort of didn't know where you stood with them. So I use my intuition in all aspects of my life, but trust your intuition here. All right. And Spirit's telling you that there is growth, that you are expanding consciousness and awareness. And, you know, through these tough life lessons is where we grow. We grow through the extremes, right? All right. Let's see what advice Spirit has for my Geminis at this point in time. Clear messages and advice and guidance for my Geminis. Homeward, take yourself out on a date. Some of my gems, if you've been in hermit mode, you know, Spirit's telling you, like, you know, sometimes we can get in our head, you know, when we spend too much time on our own and reflecting and worrying, and sometimes that can lead us to like overanalysis paralysis. So Spirit's telling you to, you know, take yourself out on a date, like, you know, hit up some friends or family members, do nice things for yourself. Be honest with yourself. So I feel like Spirit's telling you that, like, detaching from this situation is going to give you more clarity. And storm, every hurricane comes to an end. So I do see that the worst is over here, Gemini. Yeah, and endings are inevitable. So this was a very necessary ending here, Gemini, to see things differently. To, you know, see things from a higher perspective. Not easy at all. All right, let's see, Geminis, what they'd like to say to you. So every song I hear reminds me of you. So they definitely still get these reminders. You may communicate through music. You will always have a special place in my heart nobody else can fill. And I hope we can come back together and pick up where we left off. So this person does consider, like, despite the, like, the ending and this feeling of finality, they still have these hopes that maybe they could, you know, maybe you guys could get back on track. This is not the way I wanted things to end. I wish I could go back in time. So I do feel that, you know, it may even be them who is pretty heavily burdened about the way things ended between the two of you, especially if they ghosted you, Gemini, with that Hermit card in reverse. You know, this person may have just sort of ghosted, or maybe they picked a fight about something kind of silly and made it a really big deal that didn't really warrant a breakup. But like I said, this person not very in touch with their emotions. And I'm also, like, my eyes keep going back to this anti-hero card, Gemini, and it's like this person, I feel like maybe you were very different than who they were used to dealing with. And that may have made them a little bit uncomfortable is what I'm getting. Like, they felt a little bit out of their comfort zone. Not that you were doing anything wrong, but, and it's interesting because I'm kind of getting like that they miss that. All right. So what other messages do my Geminis need to hear? So courage. Okay, so it's about being strong, continuing on the path that you're on. And I can see a lot of my gems, you feel like you've been burned here. And I do feel a lot of you, you're in hermit mode. You know, with the King of Pentacles in reverse, you might just be burying yourself in work, or, you know, spending just a lot of time on your own. Some of my Geminis, you're thinking about moving, okay? Maybe, you know, with the World card, moving across the world, different city, state, or country. and relationship dynamics. So Spirit's telling you to really take a look at this connection from a higher perspective. There's a reason why you two needed to disconnect, and I feel like it wasn't fair. I feel like it was imbalanced. And a lot of my gems, healthcare change, it's really about changing up your health and wellness routines that will, help you get through tough times. I also see this person might be working on doing something similar. They may have had some bad habits or, addictions, compulsions, unhealthy coping mechanisms that also added to this connection, the breakdown of this connection here. So let's see, what is the future outcome here for my dear Geminis regarding this person or this connection? And we see the 9 of Swords, okay? So, and it's clarified by the 8 of Coins in reverse. So I do feel that, we get the Hermit card, their possible future action towards you is showing up, but the 8 of Coins energy in reverse is telling me that they may not be, they have to come in and put in the work. And they may be strategizing, so it may take, 8 weeks or so for them to reach out, but 8 or 9 weeks. But the 9 of Swords tells me that there's a lot that needs to shift in a much healthier direction in this connection for it to be something that, your higher self and your guides are going to allow you to come back to. I do see that, there's definitely an awakening here with the 9 of Swords, a dark night of the soul. And I feel for your person as well. They're going through a bit of an expansion. I think they're missing you, things that maybe they weren't happy about or that made them uncomfortable about you or the relationship. It's like those are the things that they're now missing. And yeah, so Geminis, I'm going to leave it here. I do hope this helps. If these messages do resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button, share, subscribe, check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards I'm using, or you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Love and light, Geminis. Take care.